Heavy guitar breakdowns. We love them. Big, chunky, fat riffs. Usually there's these call-outs, things like, get the fuck up, or I want to see you move. Or more recently, there's been the classic one from Knock Loose, which sounds like, arf, 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 arf. So the arf, arf got me thinking, what if we did some breakdowns with some call-outs and we used a dog? This dog. He's a big barker, he's a big woofer. He may look small, but the woof is mighty. Let's record some barks, and then let's record some breakdowns. If you're a Knock Loose fan and a dog fan, you just gotta hit subscribe. That's all I'm saying. Now the problem is I've kind of taught him over the years to not bark, because it is fucking annoying. He might not bark, and it's gonna be a task to try and get him to bark. However, I do have some ideas on how I can get him to bark. Okay, my first bark test is just gonna be, I'm just gonna knock and see if that makes him bark. Okay. Okay, I've got some other plans. I know for a fact he doesn't like Donkey from Shrek, so let's give that a go.
That is a nice boulder. Can I stay with you?
There's a growl. We've got a growl. Let's just go with dogs. He likes to bark at dogs. The one time I need him to bark. We did it. Let's make some riffs, barky breakdowns. Let's go. So I got this idea because of that Knock Loose song. So the idea for the riff, it's all gonna be Knock Loosey, all that kind of like fucking. On the quad cortex, I've pitched this down 5 semitones. So this is a G. So it sounds chunky. So here's what I'm thinking. Start it off with kind of like a little buildy thing. Like a... And then it like goes... Arf, arf. So I'm thinking we kind of go somewhere like... You know, that'd be nice. That'll sound sweet. And then from there, kind of just into like maybe a little breakdowny idea. So like a... Yeah, that's cool. Little dissonant thing going on there, maybe. Something like that. And then out of that, do we do like a double timey thing? Because we've kind of done a lot of, what's the word? The cliches, right? We've done the build. We've done the fucking half timey. So we might as well do the. So I'll be like. You see what I'm saying? So it's like. And then over that we'll do like a bada bada. So we're doing like a... You know, that's kind of cool, right? Like badum. Because I'm trying to make it as Knock Loosey as possible, I'm kind of using Knock Loosey guitar technique. It's like standard guitar, like standard tuning, but you kind of play it like you're playing drop D, so you get these like fourth intervals, which are like really gross. And it's not the way I usually play, because I'm usually used to playing in drop D, so, well, drop C, but it's kind of cool. It sounds cool. Next section. What's the next section going to be after that? We want to go into a build and really build it up to the last kind of like last big breakdown. And I think for this we can like really doom it up, you know, like really just like ugh. So yeah, it'll be like a big fat chug. Arf, arf. A masterpiece. And then I think we want to go into another like fucking half-timey kind of breakdown, like get some of those kind of like tritony vibes going in on there. Spooky stuff. And I'm thinking for the last breakdown, we just knock the tempo down loads and just really sludge it. Just sludgy old like kind of like a breakdowny thing. Got some digga in there. Put that on the double kick, it'd be sick. That's pretty knock loosey. Knock loosey, if you ask me. Loosey goosey. I'm gonna take the dog barks. I'm just gonna sprinkle them in. I'm not gonna really do too much to them. I'm not gonna redo anything to them. I'm just gonna keep them as dog barks. There's not really much else to do to them, to be quite honest. I mean, check it out, I guess. Take a listen. There you go. I think that worked out pretty good. I think those little breaks where he goes, arf, arf, that's pretty sick. I was like, that's good. I want to fucking throw some shapes in the pit, you know, do some crowd surfing. I reckon we could tour this one song and the fucking crowds would go wild. They would go nuts. I just got to teach him to do it in time and in the right places, but that's a whole other video maybe. Could you imagine if I could teach him to bark at the right places and we could go on tour and he would be the lead singer? That would be fucking sick. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Peace.